Most of us grew up with a pretty simple picture of retirement. You work, you stop, you sit. Maybe a little golf or pickleball or a cruise. But what if your final stage of life isn't an ending, but the beginning of your greatest adventure? I'm Bill Hare from Affordable Retirement Abroad, and I'm talking about retiring overseas. If you're considering swapping your old routine for something incredible, you're not alone. But here's the thing, retirement overseas isn't a single path. In this video, we're diving deep into the two very different paths you can take, and the powerful hybrid strategy that lets you combine them. By the end of this, you'll know exactly which options match your health, your budget, and your thirst for adventure. Let's start with the traditional approach to retiring abroad, the permanent move. This is where you pick one place, be it Portugal, Mexico, Thailand, whatever, and you put down roots. You buy a home, apply for a long-term retirement visa, learn the local grocery store, and become a regular at the neighborhood cafe. The pros are all about stability and integration. You can finally master that language, build a deep friend group, and simplify your financial and tax life. The cons, however, are significant. This is a massive one-shot decision. If you pick the wrong place, the emotional and financial cost of backing out is huge. It requires a lot of confidence that this one location is truly the one. Now for something completely different, slow travel retirement. This is not a vacation, this is a deliberate lifestyle where you spend months, maybe 3, 4, even 6 months in different countries on a rotational basis. If a permanent move is about planting a tree, slow travel is about being a free-flowing river, constantly moving yet fully present in every landscape it touches. You're not just seeing the sights, you're living the life. You're renting an apartment, using the public transit system, and figuring out where the locals eat. You get a deeper immersion into different cultures without the huge commitment. The biggest challenge here is logistics. You need to be incredibly organized to manage visas, health insurance that covers you internationally, and dealing with your mail back home. But for the retiree who wants their early years to be a continuous grand tour, it's unbeatable. Which brings us to the most powerful and strategic option, the hybrid approach. This strategy acknowledges that your needs, energy levels, and health in your 60s are very different from your needs in your mid-70s and beyond. The strategy is simple. Explore in your 60s and settle in your 70s. Use your most mobile years for slow travel. Spend a spring in Italy, an autumn in Vietnam, and a winter in Argentina. This isn't just fun, it's research. You're test driving permanent locations without the commitment. As you enter your 70s and perhaps value stability, simplified healthcare, and proximity to family more, you commit to the best place you discovered during your grand tour. Because you spent months there, you know the healthcare system, the community, and the true cost of living. You make a permanent move with confidence, not a guess. This approach minimizes the risk of the permanent move while maximizing the adventure of slow travel. So how do you decide which path, permanent, slow travel, or hybrid, is right for you? It comes down to 4 key questions. First, your health. How mobile are you? If you have demanding health needs, a permanent move to a location with stable, established, and accessible healthcare might be non-negotiable. Slow travel requires a high degree of physical and mental flexibility. Next, your risk tolerance. How comfortable are you with the unknown? Permanent relocation is a massive financial risk. Slow travel is a big logistical risk. Be honest about which kind of challenge you'd rather face. Third, your budget. How much liquidity do you have? The hybrid model is generally the most budget-friendly, as you can continuously choose countries with a low cost of living. Permanent moves can require large upfront cash for visas or property, though there are certainly exceptions. Last, your social style. Do you thrive on stability or change? If you need deep, familiar relationships, choose the permanent path. If you love meeting new people every few months, slow travel is your winner. Retirement doesn't have to be the end of your story. It can be a new chapter with its own stages and overseas options that fit each one. Whether you decide to plant roots, explore constantly, or strategically combine the two, the world is waiting for you. If you want to skip the endless Googling and fast-track your plans, I've actually built a comprehensive roadmap, an online course called Mastering Affordable Retirement Abroad. I designed it to save you hundreds of hours of research and jumpstart your journey, so you can focus on the excitement of the move, not the stress of the paperwork. I've popped a link in the description below if you want to take a look and see if it's right for you. Or go to affordableretirementabroad.com/course. If you found this outline helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe. And for your next step, I highly recommend watching our video, How to Retire Abroad on a Social Security Budget, appearing on your screen now. Thanks for watching and happy adventuring!